Alright guys, so next project, you can see right here we have this big hole. So that's OEM. I didn't do that. I didn't make another hole. But I'm about to make 2 more holes. Actually, I already put 2 holes right here. You can see 1, 2. I'm trying to permanently mount my transducer. So I know you can see right here the water line is here. So I'm gonna I got this little yak gear. I had it, this is the extension piece I had, but I'm not gonna use that. But I had it hanging on the side of the kayak. I'll put a picture, or I don't know if I have a picture, but if I do, I'll put one. I had it hanging on the side, and every time I would take off the kayak, I would just pop it in there and let it hang off on the side. And it's always creating somewhat of a little bit of drag. So I figured, you know what, on the XTRs, they actually mount theirs on the back, and I've seen a lot of pictures. So I'm like, you know what, it's the same exact concept, just like a boat. So what I came up with was essentially I just took this thing apart, and here's what I got set up. I still can pop this head off if I want to. So let me show you. I still can technically do this right here, pop it off, but it locks in pretty good. So it's gonna be locked in like that, and I'm gonna screw it right here. I just made this little rubber gasket just to go behind it. So that's gonna be almost like a low water seal thing as well. But I'm gonna put like some bolts that goes through. So I may tag the hole a tad bit bigger. I may tap it out a little bit bigger. But again, I'm gonna have this little seal right here that's gonna make it watertight, and I'll put some marine goop as well. But again, I'm above the water line. You can see the low water line is right here. So I'm like 3 inches above it, but it's gonna be sealed off tight. And I'm gonna put some bolts on the back as well, because I have haul access, so I can actually reach to the back right here. So that's perfect. So I just need to go run to Home Depot and get me some bolts, and then I'm gonna get this set up and show you guys how I come out. All right, so this is what I was talking about. I need to drill this hole out a little bit, and I'm gonna use a small yak attack because I need this big one to patch the hole up on my front hatch. So I'm going to use this small yak attack, and I'll use one of these holes to screw in, and then I'll seal the rest of the hose off with some marine goop. But I'll put my little washers. But I'm gonna run this cable through, and then I'll show you guys once I'm done. All right, I got the cable. All right, so I got the cable right here. I'm gonna put all this access in here. Put the camera here. Right this on top. See, it's gonna be like this. Now I'm gonna leave some access just for now because I still need to do a run to Home Depot to get my screws so I can bolt this in the back. But before I bolt this, I need to keep this thing open so I can actually reach in here to actually hold my bolts. Yeah, I can reach. I can feel directly to the back of the hull. So those holes. Let's see lights. All right, so I got my little washer here, or gasket, and I got these hole drills a little bit smaller. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just screw them in here. That way, that hole is kind of like push this down and put our first screw in. It's struggling a little bit. Okay, doesn't let. I'm gonna have to tap the hole a little bit bigger, just a tad bit. Stop cringing. I know how to put holes in my kayak. All right, that should do it. Let's see if that does it. I need to be getting my face in here. All right, that's better. All right, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna screw this in. So just that right there is making it almost watertight. Because this thing is essentially like threading some holes. So yeah, that's solid. I'll be able to kick this up like right here, and that'll be good. And what I'm gonna do with this extra wire, I'm gonna put it in the hull, but once I'm ready to actually put the bolts in, I'm gonna do some cable management. I may try to come like right here, put a zip tie, come right here. Just kind of straight like that. And I may tack it 1 or 2 spots, we'll see. But yeah, let me tighten it up and I'll put the bolts on the inside. Also, I have a back-end plate. I have this back-end plate too that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna put that on the inside and it should fit right over those screws. Then I can put my bolts on top of this. So let me do that. All right, I couldn't use that back-end plate, but I'll put a washer back here. Let me see if I can just wrench. All right, there we go. I'm gonna put this camera in here so I can check it out myself. But let me get my big light in here. Hopefully I can see that. Yeah, there we go. I can see it now. All right, guys. Looks like I'm done. So you can see I got a little cable management right here. Got a ring. I tied it off here. Kind of lower back. That way it wasn't sticking up. Put a little zip tie on. So that's good. The good thing is it still can actually tilt up. Or I can tilt it back down. It's locked in. Wire kind of here. I put a little cleat here just to kind of tie a little bit. And it goes in here. Only thing I need to do is put a little bit of silicone on these 2 holes right here and that one. That way no water get in there. But if we go to the front, I'll show you what I did. So I had my wires coming out here, but with trying to put this battery in and out, the cables were kind of like that. So I decided to remove them. And this is where I had my transducer sitting at before. It was sitting right here on this track. So I just made this hole a little bit bigger and put a bigger Yak Attack Hall kit right here and just ran my wires along there. So now you can see it's nice and clean. Put a blank here. I did leave the power cable for the trolling motor. So that's stuff in the hatch, but now I can still technically just walk on this hatch right here to get inside the kayak if I need to. So yeah, guys. And also I put my steady catch. You can see the wire kind of here, and I just put 2 screws, so it's held in right here. So we're good to go. Now I gotta just clean this thing up, and I'm gonna go take it out today, and hopefully my motor holds up. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next video. Peace. Oh, I just realized I don't have my dang on kill switch connected to me. Let me grab that right quick. Lord, that would have been bad.